Hello everybody, and welcome to something new. We're going to play some Heroes 3. That's not really new, but it's modded, and the content is new, so it's new and not new at the same time. And I welcome you all to a happy new playlist featuring the VCMI mod launcher, and if you have no clue what I'm talking about, check out the description box. There's a link going to the VCMI site. Long story short, they made the game moddable. You install that thing and you have access to the entire mod database that is available on these guys. They're pretty awesome. We're going to play today as the first thing on this playlist, a chilled out... that's not the faction that I wanted to play. We wanted to play Death Valley and not Fairies. That's an unforeseen thing. I wanted to play Death Valley. I don't know how the fairies came in there. I'm sorry about that. So we're going to restart that. And unable to see the chat. Oh, Mirror Lunar, hi there. Playing a nostalgic classic, indeed. And the best part about it is that we're playing it modded, so there is an extreme amount of new content, user comfort, quality of life stuff, so we're going to have a good one with that. The VCMI mod launcher suite has been recently released on version 1.0, and the only thing bugging me a bit is that I have mini lags in between, but beyond that everything is working really fine. So, what up game? I now know that I configured it correctly, so yeah. Let me restart the game. Have you tried turning it off and on again? That's the usual context that we got there. Sorry about this inconvenience, everybody. We'll be back shortly after a quick interrupt for technical fix-up. So, I don't know, I've loaded a save file that featured the fairy faction there, and probably the game doesn't really digest that well. I mean, it's an oldie. We're not really used to the kinks of this game, so let's hope that'll work. Faithless, hey there. You have been issues with your VCMI where you can't recruit past 2 heroes. So yeah, I had that one as well yesterday. I thought that was a weekly limit to the heroes. Oh no. Well, we're going to see about that. So, now we're playing the right thing. That's more like it. So, obviously the fairies are dominant. If you play them once, you are stuck with them. But whatever. So, we are now at the spot where we want to be. And this is one weird thing. My cursor has these mini lags. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but I'm happy it works. So, what do we have here? We got grave beasts, we have bone archers. Oh yeah, gimme please. So, and our main hero, Mr. Sylvanus. Oh, Mrs., I'm sorry. Not the real feminine type. A fierce warrior in her own right, she leads her devoted armies with skill and grace. So, dark witch specialty. Hey, Shishiro, hi there. Happy to see you, and thanks for your kind words. So, we got necromancy. That's been so far pretty okay. It sucks to be limited to 2 heroes. I have no clue why that is. But we're going to have some fun nevertheless. I know that sprite. That's awesome. This Dark Witch sprite here is recycled from, I think, Might and Magic 7. The evil faction had these all over the town. Cool. So, skeleton hounds, mind spell immunity, undead, creatures undead. Yeah, undead being undead. Oh yeah, I got the moral badge. That's the one thing that you don't want to have unless undead here in this part of the game are still influenced by moral. If so, I'm lucky. But it would be pretty nonsensical if the undead would be influenced by moral. I wouldn't judge either though. So, bone archers. Undead creatures are undead. Tell me something new. Alright. Well then. Let's check out what we can grab here. So, And let me know how the sound is working out for you, friends. I had a really hard time configuring the sound balancing of this one, so if anything is too loud or too low, let me know. So, a Dark Priest and a Necromancer. So, as you see here, the Necromancer, that's a classic Necromancy faction of the game. Well, where we're going to pick up the Dark Priestess here. So, Duella, Clone. She casts Clone always at expert effect. Cool. So, Duella is an insane, powerful priestess. Alright, cool. Enjoy your stay, good lady. So, she starts out with Wisdom and Necromancy. We got Necromancy all over the place. Awesome. Alright, so... lots of familiars. Well, I'm not really that eager to go for that. So, yeah, I cannot hire anybody else to go. Is it the same for you, Faithless? Because that's the problem that I have as well there. Don't know why I cannot recruit anybody here. Hey, Avoid the Void, welcome. What is this game? Well, it's a dinosaur. It's the godfather of many cool games, so to say. So what is this place? This is an entire jungle there, man. It's the same for you. Alright, and it was not like that before. Sucks, man. So... either fight these dudes or take a detour. Well, we're going to take the detour. A temple? Oh, we're going to take the way to the ore pit directly. And the other dude here is going to... well, as long as I'm able to recruit more heroes later, it wouldn't be too much of an issue, but if I cannot recruit more than 2 ever, it would really sucky. This would really be a sucky thing. So to all of you who are new here, hello. I'm not new to this game, but I've been not around this game for a very long time, and I've never been an insanely skillful player, but I love turn-based strategy. So just we know where we're at. So these creatures look amazing. The Reapers look really cool, and the Bone Golems too, man. Holy crap. So, let's see what we're going to build there. Wrong button. So, the steeple we need here requires the Mage's Guild. The Haunted Canyon requires the Blacksmith. The Abode of the Night requires the steeple, and this thing requires the Haunted Canyon and the Abode of the Night. Alright, they build on top of each other. So, this thing requires the Hall of Darkness. We can't really skip on anything. So the question here is now, do we want the M-bombs first or the shades? Let's check out where the difference is. So these dudes are... can I see more stats of them here? No. So it's the question whether we want something... yeah, well, okay. These are in every regard better. Looks quite high quality for such a classic. That's the wonderful thing about the Heroes series. This is modded content that we see here, so this is a different production standard. But if you go to the classic factions, the ones that are implemented into the game as you see them, quality was pretty good too, even to our standards today. That's because the game has hand-drawn artworks all over the place, so you see the artist's work, and that's why it looks so well even to this very day. So let's capture that ore pit. Why exactly do we have a spawn point for that ore which I cannot reach? Questions and no answers. Whatever. There's a pile of ore hidden behind the trees there, and well, the rally flag, I think I'm going to visit that thing. If I remember correctly, it makes my hero faster for the remainder of the week. So, well, I don't know if I really should check on by the city right now. Is this guy a spellcaster? No. As a Reaver, he's obviously the fighter class, you know, might and magic. It's obviously the might type. We're going to head on over to these dudes. A group familiars wants to join us. No thanks. Do we want to engage them? Yes, because I want to try out how my troops work. Interesting. Thanks for that insight, Faithless. So far, everything I tried out looked really amazing. So, let's see. And by the way, the dudes you see on this side are are classic content, so to say. Oh. I lost myself a bonehound, but whatever. The price of greed, I'd say. Alright. Okay, almost took all of them down. Just lost one of our tier 1 creatures, and the necromancy kicks in, and yeah. Never mind, we didn't lose anything. So my dude doesn't even have a spellbook yet. Ah, I forgot that with part 3. The heroes don't even have the ability to cast spells if you don't teach them. I forgot about that. So we're going to explore the rest of this area here a little bit. And let's see. Alright. So we're going to take the gold reward. Early game, the gold rewards are so massively important. So we got a windmill, learning stone, resources, peasants. So the question here is, do I want to explore into this direction with my secondary hero or not? Ah no, it's moral and luck. And I feel like the sound effects are too high. Let's make them a little bit lower. So I think it'll be more effective if I just follow the this guy is going to be a trailblazer, following the trail of this guy there. So, experience, basic scouting. Seeing further versus advanced archery. Oh boy. That's a difficult one for me. I like basic scouting because it really gives you an edge. But archery, more damage for archers? Ah, well, we have two creatures that can't shoot. So I really don't want to skimp out on that right now. Yes! Follow the peasants, especially with the necromantic faction. If I remember correctly, these guys are always out for blood, because I only get minions to summon if I kill stuff. If I let them run away, I can't resurrect them. There we go, skeleton hound. If I'm not misinformed, I wouldn't have gotten these otherwise. Alrighty, so advanced necromancy, basic offense. Ah, this sucks. This is my secondary hero, and well, we're going to teach her basic offense. Mostly because my secondary heroes, you know, this guy is a resource chimp, so to say. I really just carry her around behind me to pick up resources. And having the more powerful necromancy skill on her would be really annoying me. Alright, so M-bombs. Here we go. What's the deal with you fellas? So, undead creatures undead. That's all they can do. But they got decent health and attack. Pretty good all-rounders, you know? There's nothing particularly bad, but nothing particularly good about them either. I'm looking forward to the enhanced version, because I'm pretty sure they will show a little bit more profile then. So, yeah, I remember that one, Faithless. I remember that one. I did that too. Most of the necromancy factions were pretty nuts. Necromancy was so easily abusable in basically all of in the entire franchise there. There's a university down there, alright. And what's that? Smithery? Well, I don't think that my Reaver will need the help of my secondary hero here. What do we have here? An Idol of Fortune, a pack of Ogre Magi. Alright. Oh, we're talking business, man. And, well, let's see. Marble Cupids. They're fast. They're pretty resilient, but they're, yet again, tier 1 creatures. So, here. If you don't know them, they are also modded content. I have activated a ton of different modded factions because I found it fun to have lots of various things there. So let's go. I don't like that too much. We're going to head on over here. There we go. Just want to make sure that my bone hounds can block the impact there. So, these witches hit like a truck, man. And they cast weakness whenever they hit somebody, which is really nasty. Range debuff. I really, really like this type of creature already. And regarding the fact that these are only 2 ladies, they also deal a terrible amount of damage for that. So, I'm pretty sure the cemetery will only offer me creatures that I don't want to have. Or loot, I'm not sure. Oh, I get skeleton hounds here and not regular skellies. Awesome. I forget what I said. So, it's day 4, and now we either go further away from our hometown and have a longer distance to stroll back, or I cycle back to my hometown and go for this area there. Hey, Hazel, welcome. Yeah, I was yesterday looking at the courtyard, exactly, and these guys, I took a very quick look on them. I didn't really play them, that would be too much said, but I quickly skimmed over their units. Look pretty cool. It's the courtyard faction felt like I was playing Alice in Wonderland faction, which is really, really fun. So, I'm able to get myself an abode of night. Yes, please. Give me those witches. Gimme, gimme. Alright, so that makes my decision final. I'm going to cycle back to the city and pick up some witches. Also give this poor guy a book, you know? Illiterate son of a... Come on. So here you see, I get these mini lags. I really wonder what that is. But whatever. I really don't want to mutter. I'm so happy that this works the way it does. So, if she ever has to fight, she's going to be stacked out with luck and whatnot. Does it work on random maps? What do you mean with random? This has random maps, if that's the question. Sorry if I'm stupid right now. So we have only what we can build 3 buildings this week: 5, 6, and 7. So I want that haunted canyon and I want that citadel. So we're going to go blacksmith, canyon, citadel. The other option would be recruiting the reapers. We'll see about that. Pretty badass to have reapers, no? But the thing is, early game, I'm always short on money. Alrighty. But I think it's a great timing to get back to city now. Got ourselves 2 new creatures. So he'll be working with these quite for a while there. So the M bond, not that important in the first place, but whatever. Some shades, and most importantly, 3 more witches. If we already did that much damage with just 2 of them, this will change a lot. So, let's check out this area there, while my other hero is allowed to scout through here. We're going to take the money. I really did focus in the past experience more early on. Experience over gold, but I regretted that decision so hard that I'm getting away from that. Hey, moral bonus! Yay! Alright, so we have a gold mine there. Definitely going to attack that. I have the troops it takes, I guess. And Fountain of Fortune, well... What? shouldn't I get lucky from that? So, obviously, are these things now random or what? Swan Pond. Also just a luck modifier, yeah. Luck this, luck that. Well, I don't know too much about modded Heroes of Might and Magic in the first place, I gotta admit. But that VCMI background thing does work really, really well, as far as I can tell. So, now the difficult question. Do we want to boost up the growth of all the other creatures, or do we want to have Reapers? Who doesn't want to have Reapers? I mean, look at them. They look badass. But, no. It would be not smart. You know, 50% many more creatures here. This is going to have such a huge impact on my early game development, because you know those creatures, they stay in the city, and when I have the money to recruit them, I'll recruit them. Ooh, basic armorer. That's fairly cool. 5% damage reduction. Awesome. So money, 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 and let's get on top of these trolls there. So maybe do a full circle thing while moving here. So there we go. And as tempted as I might be right now to build the Hall of Darkness now, we're going to build the Town Hall to boost up the income now. None of my heroes is in the vicinity of this, and therefore it doesn't really matter there. So I cannot hire another hero right now either. Maybe I need to conquer another city. If there is any willing limitation here, or intended limitation, it would be nice if the game would tell me. But get Black Dragon unit. Yeah. The Black Dragon Armageddon combo is a pretty nice one. But it has its shortcomings. If you're standing against huge armies with many strong stacks, it doesn't really work out. So the good news: none of these trolls is going to reach my my ranged units. The bad news: some of them will reach some of my units and smack. So well. How much is that? Yeah, we're going to be able to take that guy down. Lag. So... But I seriously don't mind losing a small portion of my Bonehounds again. So we lost 10 Bonehounds. 9 Bonehounds. And we got us a gold mine in return of that. Totally okay with that kind of ratio. Because I personally feel like if you only lose in a combat a handful of tier 1 creatures, you basically did your loss management right. If you cannot avoid losses at all, if it's only tier 1 creatures, that's as good as it gets. So, Death Knight Statuary adds Moral for visiting hero. So this sounds to me like Moral does still influence undead creatures, otherwise this thing is entirely useless. So, Bone Circle gives us more Bonehounds. So, Cemetery upgrade would be Grave Beasts, Horror Archers. So, well, I'm very down to this upgrade, for this upgrade, because I noticed that we're using these creatures quite a lot, and here 2 points of HP more, 1 point of speed more, attack and 2 points of defense. Damage didn't go up, but these creatures are now much more robust than before. Yeah, I did that a lot back then as well. Faithless. Against the AI, that is. I'm not a big fan of playing against other people and heroes. This makes everything just so stressful. Or, to put it more clearly, It's PvP is only fun if your enemy or your enemies are roughly around your skill level. If this ever is not the case, well, only one party has real fun on that, and then bad mojo is rising. Oh boy, naughty goblins getting all moral boosted here. So we didn't lose anything because those shades are quite tanky. So, well, basic ballistics or more armoring? I'm going to go for more armoring. How to lose friends and online heroes, play Necropolis and... Yeah, that's true. Necromancy. The Necromancy factions were all over so busted that many people I knew of... I never played multiplayer in Heroes, so I only can repeat hearsay. But I did hear that many people are actively just prohibiting the Necromancy factions because they're just such joy killers. Because so busted. Just so busted. Alright. Good. We can build us something. Here, the city hall will require the marketplace. Right. My hero will hit town in 1 or 2 days. So the watchtower opens the neighborhood of the city on the adventure map at a distance of... What? I don't quite get that, but whatever. It'll make sense, I guess. Barrow Mound, Horror Arches, or... Well, come on, let's get ourselves those Reapers. We all wanted them. We all know that we want the Reapers. That swampy environment really sucks. Makes traveling so damn slow. So... I think I'm going to go for the upgrade of these guys here. So what do we have here? Double the ammo, some more attack, 50% more HP, 50% more speed. That's really good. I don't know if speed was also influencing the initiative in this game. If so, it's a massive upgrade. So, what up, Reapers? Flying Reapers can fly. Awesome. So there's a ton of damage on these guys. 80 health per unit. So we're definitely going to grab us these guys. I am upgrading you. Well, how to upgrade units here. You're going to see that in a second. So... Here must be a way. Here, this button. Here it is. Sometimes you're looking for a user interface button a little bit longer. Alrighty, so sadly I'm all out of money. I would have loved to recruit myself even more monstersies, but well, we'll be getting there. So first off, let's go clapping these ogre mages because they are standing in my way. And I think with the ranged options I got at this point, it should be no biggie at all. So, still wonder why I cannot hire more heroes. Or, well, right now I don't have the money, sure. But a moment ago I had the money for that. So I'm going to buy myself the marketplace because I'm really down for another city upgrade. Money is so damn important in this game. So, Ogre Magi. They can cast Bloodlust, and each of these stacks has 300 HP. That's quite a lot of meat that we need to chunk down. So we're going to wait for them to get close on us. Or closer. so ranged units have a better chance on dealing full damage. There. Just like that. And, yeah, one salvo is almost taking the entire stack down. So, quite optimistic about that. Unless the range is not too high. Whatever, these guys are moving super slow. So most likely we're going to be able to act on these before they can on us. Ah, of course. Unless they get the big fat moral boost, but my shades did last through that. Baffled. Alright. So, let's debuff the hell out of these. I'm going to let my ghosties defend because they are already very low on HP. And I don't want them to have to tank the retaliation blow. Because everybody can retaliate only once per turn, so, you know. There we go. No losses. Wonderful. Which is cast weak or acid? They cast weakness. They apply weakness to the enemy, and that's why I like them so much. Find it quite nasty to have a stack that can actively debuff the enemies that easily. Although, on the other hand, you might argue that this means that you are kind of like always torn if you want to use them to debuff or to deal damage, because they are also your highest tiered range attackers, so I feel like there's a nice balance to that. So, let's upgrade the City Hall. Or, well, 500 gold for 5,000 gold, I don't know. Is that really that good? I am sitting on day 7. I think I am going to be way happier with investing my money into a castle at this point. Because this way we get way more troops. Okay, so if I'd be rich enough, I'd be able to recruit lots of creatures now, but I'm poor. Well, it's okay. I'm quite okay with my economy at this point. Let's buy the City Hall in response, because I'm so far away from recruiting anything here. So it's okay to increase the income another round, I think. The Cerberus, they run away. I don't give a damn. Okay. So... they do have quite a lot of HP. Cerberus, for example, are creatures that have endless retaliates, or no, they shut down your retaliates. I think that was a different part of heroes where they had endless retaliates due to the heads, you know. So, oh no, I get bone dogs and not bone beasts. Yikes. Okay. So that's a little bit unfortunate when your necromancy skill gives you creatures that you need to upgrade afterwards in the city. Alright, university. What can you teach me? Water magic, first aid. Knockdown. None of these, well, okay, we're going to pick up learning here for 2,000. But the other two things, well, water magic, this guy doesn't even have a spell book. So I don't think he's that much of a good recipient there. And my money is low too. So what do we have here? Cost smoke shell after attack. Ignores defense. So... Alright, so for the first time we got a situation where we want to rush towards our enemies. That's pretty cool. You know, we've had only melee units so far. Those were the absolute worst skills for a Necro. Thank you, Daimios. I did feel the same. If you have every slot filled in your army, then no. Okay, that's interesting. Well, that would be useful later. So, okay. Capital would be really juicy, but 10,000 gold. We have to get that first. So, let's check this. Only lacking gold. Nice. That's a good verdict. So let's try to build the Temple of Death in this week. Come on. Learning is still bad? Aw, too bad. Sad about that. Like I said initially, I still don't feel like a experienced player at all. And thanks for the pointer. Because, well, some things are just objectively bad. Not only subjectively, but also objectively, you know. And, well, it's only a normal difficulty game. Because I want to get back into the whole thing. So we're going to be okay with that. So, 2,000 gold per turn. If I invest now something into the other buildings, I won't have the money for the Temple of Death. So we're going to break our usual behavior and not buy anything. Yeah, I'm so slow here. It sucks. Alright, next turn, we're going to be able to build that thing. We got 5% increase here on the basic learning. So, Pack of Lilims. These bearers. Alright. Den of Thieves and a Redwood Observatory. Well, I'd love to get there, so... Okay. War Machine Factory. Well, let's head on over here. So, Lilims, I remember you correctly. You are ranged units. Alright. So, pelting my my doggos with projectiles yet again. Oh, they even retaliate. Wicked creatures. Well, okay then. Gonna only fire on one squad there. And here, we're not going to attack here because these are only 3 and they have relatively low HP. I'm rather going to attack with my big stack there, which is easily able to tank that. And now that they are encroached by enemies, they cannot retaliate at that easy anymore. Yeah, here, we lost Shades. So this is overall a really bad fight. I shouldn't have taken that. But, you know, I'm well aware of my inexperiencedness there, so it's okay. That was totally not worth it. I just burned a substantial amount of money. So let's... I don't think that any of these is really worth it. Except maybe for the ammo card. But since I've lost so many lives now for that, let's buy something here. I don't know if the ballista is worth at this point. So, our good friend the Bone Golem, vulnerable to basic Slayer. Oh yeah, okay. Got it. Must be an interesting new stat that that I haven't seen in the past. Inexhaustible cut of ore. Well, at least some nice reward for all the pain. So your verdict is the longer the map, the better the learning skill? Yeah, well, that makes sense. Thank you, Faithless. So, they basically count as dragons. Got it. But I'd really like to know why the hell I cannot recruit any further heroes. If anybody knows, send help. Because at this point, it really sucks to be capped at 2 heroes, because the map is it's only medium, and it already feels too slow there. Thank you, Damios. That's a really nice overview, but I still wonder why the hell the hero issue is like it is. So, well. The easiest way is now to park this lady up here until I got the money to transfer some serious troop stacks downwards there. Because right now, I just don't have enough money to recruit the stuff that I want to. My enemy can only come from one direction, and resource-wise, we're not really able to get anywhere there. So, well, I really need to buy this guy a spellbook as soon as possible. And since we now were foolish enough to pick learning, let's upgrade it as quick as possible. Cyborgs. What the hell? Alright. Neutral moral. Creature is immune to moral effects. I see. That's how it looks when you're not susceptible to that. Alright. So this game has cyborgs. Nice. Alright. Too bad. Faithless, too bad. I mean, until then, we're going to play the 2-hero version of the game, I guess. I mean, it sucks, but it's not the end of the world. We're playing against a pretty crappy AI, so I guess we'll be doing fine. Oh boy. Those witches are slapping. Let's send the Reapers. Okay. Oh, the Seer's Hut. Well, 6 grand in my pocket. Well, Might and Magic was one of the first franchises that had one serious knack for mixing. Alright. Yeah, Might and Magic was one of the first franchises that was seriously mixing sci-fi and fantasy on top of each other, and ever since I was following it. So, that's an interesting proposal here. So, we would get a lot of XP for that. No, I don't want to do that right now. Seer's Huts are usually quest givers. So, in this scenario, we got a little quest there, obviously. Grimad's up there! Well, it depends on which part, but yeah, Alazel, that's one... that's one that's one final solution to these, yeah. I know, Faithless, I know. I've been around these games so much, and I always felt like Might and Magic was in many ways a little bit ahead of its time. A little bit too much ahead of its time, too. Alright, we got the capital, which is right now maybe not that super smart, but it also increases my income tremendously. So, Forest Witches. Oh, well. Bet that's ranged stuff. Yikes! I should have just let them pass. Oh boy. You know what? We're going to reload that. I had no clue that Forest Witches are so nasty critters. Well, I must look at the timestamps and not at the numbers, hey? So, here goes. 1438. That's the one I was looking for. Well, Daimios, I can only say the problem with these is they aged quite badly. So if you catch my drift, those games look quite antiquated and they feel quite antiquated as well. And sadly, there hasn't been too much effort in modernizing them successfully. Or there hasn't been much successful effort in modernizing them properly. Let's put it more like that. And yeah, but the core games themselves are still awesome. Every now and then I reinstall Might and Magic 4 and 5, which were a combo thing. If you owned both games, they transformed into one game. It was amazing. For that time, it was like, well, it's still pretty impressive, even to modern standards, to have that kind of interaction there, where you have basically the option to fuse two games into one game. Pretty cool stuff. Really cool stuff. It's a shame that these guys are not making any products anymore, or they're not existing anymore, I should rather say. So let's do the real nasty thing. Let's get our main hero back to town, and I hate it when that happens, but obviously we'll have to endure. I should have just taken down these guys. Hey, oh well. Like I said, I'm getting back into it. And it shows. But it's okay. Oh, what's that? No. What you're referring to, Faithless, is just a mod pack that made Might and Magic 6, 7, and 8 playable out of one launcher, basically. But they, and also gave you the ability to transfer your party from one game to the other. But there was no connection story-wise with these games, sadly. I watched those videos too. Alright, so 22 grand. I'm not spending any money right now. And when it comes down to Might and Magic, you guys are, if you're, like, especially you, Daimios, dressing that towards too, I will do playthroughs of these games, because, you know, I'm on my path to reform Strategy Tuesday into Retro Tuesday, and there are, the Might and Magic is high on my list of games that I want to feature during these. So if you're not up to playing it yourself, maybe you just want to watch me play it, you know? I'm your go-to surrogate gamer. Alright, so upgrading the Temple of Death would make ghost golems. How badass is that? So we'd be requiring better Abode of the Night too. Oh well. First off, where's the Mage's Guild? No, that's the blacksmith. Where's the Mage's Guild? That little tower there? Oh, look at this. It's tiny. Chunk spirit. So, summon Boat, Curse, Dispel, Bloodlust, Slow. Slow is a really good one. I love Slow. So, let's see. The Night Witch. Well, sadly missed the part where we were... yeah. So... Night Witches have more damage, actually. More shots. More health. And animate dead. Alrighty. Now we're talking. So, let's do this. I want to recruit a load of critters here. And let's go for these guys too. So my army slots are finally filled, and let's see if that was right. You said what you said there. Yeah, Grimmats, I totally am behind Songs of Conquest. I'm merely not playing it because it's not done yet. And I have a history of burning myself out on early access games, so I'm waiting for it to get done, and then we're going to see it featured here on the channel, of course, as well. But you know, it shows great promise. Great promise. Alright, that's all I can say. Everything there looks really good. I'm just a little bit afraid that this game gets optimized too hard towards PvP. And for me personally, I always loved the PvE environment of the entire Heroes of Might and Magic franchise. I love playing against the AI and the neutral stacks on the map and all. And I wasn't enjoying myself too much playing against other people, always. So, you know. We're reaching slowly the point where I feel like I should be considering to pick up experience every now and then. So, upgraded Hall of Darkness. Oh yeah, let's do this. I want to know what's the difference between these. Harmful Touch. So, I sadly don't know what the Harmful Touch spell does, but I bet that it ain't anything good. How many factions are in this mod? Well, right now, it is like every faction that is extra that I have in this game is its own mod. And right now, in my version, I think I am running a mod package that has like 6 or 8 new factions included, or something around 10. Don't nail me down on the numbers. I really don't know for sure. But they are well made, they are easily acquirable, and I have a lot of fun with that too. So, Pavis Bearers, immune to Death Cloud. Alright. Not immune against Night Witch bombardment, though. So, what's the deal with you guys? Well, undead creatures, undead, I guess. Yeah, there's a ton of variety. And if I saw correctly, there's also a lot of new, bigger overhaul mods. Here, for example, we're playing Tides of War. And as far as I saw, we're right about that, Faithless. As far as I saw, this mod mostly adds in one new creature to the base factions of the game. So even the base factions get updated here. I'm still well on my way of exploring the content. As you see here, our good friend Faithless Zealot here in the chat is also a lot more experience than me, obviously, with that whole thing. He brought this up to me, so thanks for that. Appreciate it. And yeah, there's lots of content. Basically, VCMI is an opener for this entire topic. So, what up next? Only lacking money. That's always a good thing. So, we all want to see the the ghost golems, don't we? Well, I am positively amazed about the fact that Heroes of Might and Magic has been taken up by the community and has been grown into something so fascinating. Like, I'm positively thrilled about this. You see, this game has been it's like the company behind the game died, but the community just kept developing. And that's for me always so one mind-boggling thing when that happens. When the community loves the game so much that it just says, okay, you're not programming it anymore, then we do this, no problem, man. I find that really amazing. So, the bone golems transform into ghost golems. It's hard to see the difference, isn't it? They're just a little bit brighter. Too bad. But, that's almost 100 health more. Speed's the same. Attack and defense get a lot higher. And, minimum and maximum damage go up too. And I don't know what Unholy Aura does. It's a shame that I'm not, that I don't know what all these spells do, but, alrighty. So, Shadow Dancers. Do we wish to engage them? Yes. Shadow Dancers are damn fast. They are among the fastest units I know of in the game. Advanced Necromancy, right next to Basic Logistics. I hate you, game! We're still picking up the logistics there. You know, logistics is just too good not to pick it up. So we're unable to recruit the bone archers here because our hero just doesn't have enough room. No. Oh man. So this was a real bummer, but you know, necromancy will come by every now and then. Logistics probably was the last time that I saw that. And I love this skill, which basically does only one thing, and that's giving you more mobility all over the place. That's just too good. Moving further every turn, I count that to one of the most powerful abilities. I mean, sure, technically you only need that on your, or technically you need that most on your supply heroes. You should always have a multitude of supply heroes. My god, why can't I move you, dude? Who's this guy's in hell? Why are you not able to move back home? Tell me. Whatever. So let's pick up that bone circle. It's a cutesy little thing, isn't it? Yeah, that HD version thing on Steam is a big slap in the face of the fans. I really hate that this actually ever happened, because seriously, now I must warn people from buying the game not on Steam, because if they'd do, they'd cross themselves out of a lot of cool things. Oh, I think I just killed one of my ghosties. Well, alright. I really thought I expected more of them. Yeah, I have the GOG version too. I went for... if it goes for emulated games or stuff like that, I always go for GOG, because they just have the better quality behind that. And I have no clue why we cannot recruit more than one hero then. More than two heroes. So far, nobody knew why the hell that was the thing. I have no clue, man. I'll let you know once I know. That's all I can say. So let's upgrade or further our remaining buildings here. So the decades can have a. We have a lot of on-hit attacks, on-hit effects. So basically, what Steam did there was one of the. Oh, wait a sec, that was a wrong turn. I didn't want that. What Steam did there with the Heroes 3 was one of the major bloopers ever. Because they basically offer a downgraded version of the game. That's all they do. They didn't manage to achieve the same standard as Rock did. And that's a freaking shame. And over here, a new family member just arrived. Our new tablet just arrived at home. My wife's very, very happy. So I am too.
Some stuff, but yes, it is.
So you guys are live here on at the very unboxing moment.
Oh, they have
So Enchanter
tape with rings of power.
No, not the freaking Rings of Power. It's not the Rings of Power. Rings of Puke. Alright, so Abyssal Tritons. Let's go. Alrighty, so what's the matter with these guys? Can cast Trawl. Immune to all water school spells. That's a sick effect. But I guess it just fits to the theme. Look at them. This is also a modded faction, by the way. Looking gorgeous. So let's get in there with our golems. Well, I do care, Faithless, and I'm absolutely disappointed that the series Rings of Power I'm talking about is going down as such a shameful thing into the TV history, because it's been one of the costiest things that has been ever made in the history of movies, and it sucks. And it's on top of that featuring one of my absolute favorite fantasy franchises. How dare they? Stupid Amazon. Sorry, just had to leave that rant there. So we do not know why we can't recruit more heroes. That's still a thing. But as you see there, all the other all the other factions also have just 2 heroes. Maybe we need more towns for more heroes, but that would be nonsense. That would be so not the type, not the style of this game. Let's upgrade the Mage's Guild. Well, yeah, it's a shame that so much mainstream. I hate the word. That's why I don't like to say it. It's just like the more money there is at one spot, the more the quality suffers. That's all I'm trying to say. Alright. So now we're quite stuck here with the situation, but also our dude is almost back home and ready to pick up a huge doom stack. So let's see what the watchtower will do. Oh, it looks like it just uncovers parts of the map, eh? Well, for me, I'm always looking forward, or I always like to see when something new in Middle-earth is happening, because I really adore everything from there. It's been a great piece of fantasy, but at the end of the day, it cannot be so. If it's just all about money, it sucks. It doesn't matter what you do. Okay, I want to have more sulfur, but that's just almost not payable. Let's do it like that. Although it's a crime to do a trade like that, but it is enough to upgrade my Mage's Guild another level. And just believe when I say that magic in this game is amazing. Alrighty, so we can now upgrade all the creatures in our army. Step 1. Make everybody more shiny. Step 2, recruit new beasties. Well, let's see. I have so many monsters available right now. That's it's a shame that I don't have that much money available. So here, stacking up on these Grim Reapers, and probably also on the M-Bombs, or Decades as they are called now. Alrighty, so let's head on down there and wreak some havoc. I really have to park my other hero up at the city there and do some supply runs in the future, because there's this has been possibly the last time that this hero has seen this city for this save file. I'm going to mute my microphone for a moment so you don't have to hear me blow my nose.
Yeah.
So there we go. Let's see. So you bought the wrong case.
Yes,
So
I think so. Because this is the same tab, but with a little plus, and that's 2 inches more display, and so it doesn't fit.
So
But the name is totally the same, except for this little plus.
so I had to share this with you because our new part of the family sadly doesn't have a proper casing yet. Thank you guys, thank you. It's just like
Seriously?
just trying to keep the fuzz away from you guys. So let's see. What do we have here? Lightning Bolt, Weakness, Scuttleboat. What's Scuttleboat? Destroys a boat you own. Alright, that's pretty cool. Landmine, Animate Dead. Oh yeah, Animate Dead. Reanimates any destroyed undead in the selected group by restoring a fixed number of hit points to the target. Teleport! Hell yeah, Teleport is amazing. Okay, let's see what I can do with this snuggly little army of mine here. We're not pursuing any halflings. Halflings are most of the time ranged units, and I'm not down to boogie with ranged units. But I feel like I am super slow this run. But still, I got no clue why I'm limited to 2 heroes at this point. So these things, the whites, they are ranged units, right? Right. Melee units, I mean, not ranged. Lol. So, what's the fuzz with the banshees? They can cast mass insubstantiability. Alright. Still haven't understood why, how I am able to use the skills of my creatures, though. The banshees cast insubstantial, alright. So they obviously do that automatically? Sounds a bit like it. Alright. Yeah, we have that buff on us, yeah. So that means all banshees are giving us a party-wide buff for free? That's massive. Also comes down to this ridiculous point where you are best off with having at least one of these dudes in your army. Anyways, a gem pond. More gems. Alright. Kelpies. Oh, look at that. Seahorses. Undead seahorses? No, I don't know. Alright. I love that weakness debuff that the Night Witches apply by default. It's just so good to have that. Okay. Those Grim Reapers hit like a truck, don't they? I like it. So... Evil water spirits. Yeah, I remember them on the being on the baddies side. So they would be actually a good fit to my faction. Hmm. Okay. So... Aww. They are almost not worth my time here, hey? 35 pygmies. Poor creaturesies. But they brought me expert logistics. Damn. Don't say no to expert logistics. Alright, now I'm planning to pump up the HP, XP of my character here. And let's see how this will play out. So... Dread Knights. These are high-tier creatures, but funny enough, we do seem to have such a high frightening effect that they don't run away at all. That they want to run away every time. There. Just saying the exact opposite of what I'm trying to say. That's almost amazing when that happens to you. It's that moment when you don't know if you are amazed or ashamed, or both at the same time. Anyways, we're taking these guys down, of course. Well, just like it had to be expected, but I don't want to cut myself off of 1000 XP. And, you know... And I bet that this was a border fight. So... Server encountered a problem. Cannot recruit. No available slot. Wonder if that's... Oh no, that's because of my necromancy thing, I bet. So... No, we're not going to follow the succubi, because that's always trouble if you do so. So, yeah, alright. There's another city, so that's an opportunity to test my theory. Yes, of course, the goblins must die. Never let those filthy goblins survive. Not as a necromancy faction, that is. You know, free grave beasts. How could I say no? Expert archery, hell yeah, now we're talking. A crypt, well... Oh, this is one fun encounter, always. This is always one fun encounter. I like that one a lot. So... I love those Grim Reapers, man. They're looking awesome. Here we go. Dragonbone Greaves. Nice. And lots of money. Although I gotta say, what the hell is the AI doing? Or what is it not doing, I should rather ask. Catapults! So, poor suckers are streaming outside of the city. Ooh, look at my Grim Reapers. Taking down an entire squad in one blow. That's one of the fun parts of playing a hero that's not so profound in magic. Your units just hit like a truck at some point. So, let's go. And Drago Breach. So, here we see one classic faction. That's the artwork of the old game. And here we get to select now if we want to recruit Cyclopses or Quattles. That's the patch, that's the modded content there. So, let's see. No, we cannot recruit any further heroes. Well, it would have been too easy, wouldn't it? But, alright, that really sucks. I gotta find out what that's all about, because that really ruins the fun a little bit, you know? If you're unable to recruit more than one hero. So, a pack of Sprite Queens. Overall, I'm wondering a little bit, where is my enemy? You know? What's my enemy doing, and why don't I see anything of him so far? So, altogether, I feel like I could also just go now over here and start to recruit a own Doomstack for this fair lady here. Because, you know, heck, why not? So we can't just spend ourselves some money and get us a secondary army going. It'll take a couple of days, but until then, my other dude will be roaming around doing things. Yeah, I'll try that, Faithless, but I'm pretty sure that was not the problem there. Nope. As you see there. Just seems to be blocked for whatever reason that is. Really wonder what the reasoning for that could be. Until then, I'm a little bit sad because that tunes down the fun a lot. Alright. I don't even know what build I am on, and I don't know if VCMI is multiplayer compatible or not, I'm sorry. I'm the wrong person to ask. Alright. Sacrificing a couple of our bone beasts. Because, you know, why not? So, here we go. More necromancy! And a huge pile of gold. Luck and moral +3. Wow, that's a lot. Especially since you got to respect the fact that every time luck triggers, you get double damage. You know, this doubles just the damage output, and it's a lot. Alrighty, there we go. Got myself a nice gold mine. And, disrupting, right? Why not? And since I'm not longer in a swampy environment, I'm also not that extremely slowed down anymore. So I'm actually able to get somewhere. So, okay. Let's see. 13 grand in my pocket. Not enough to recruit all the decades that are in the city. Not even for that, it's sufficient. Look! An enemy movement! The AI is among us. It's not a myth. It exists. Awesome. Alright, so, let's see. Let's grab ourselves as many resource buildings as possible. These are always a good magnet for the AI. The AI loves to grab your buildings before it actually starts hurting you, so you can't use that as a protection layer, so to say. Alright, so I am getting closer. Getting closer to the total recruitment of all the troops there. Until the next week hit town. Alright, never mind. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, not interested. Didn't I visit that here? So... Gotta say, for a medium map, it's quite large. Or it does feel quite large, that is. I don't feel like I'm playing a medium map right now. And I also gotta say, this game feels absolutely, positively amazing at this point. After a while, I don't feel like I'm playing some old game. Really not. It feels pretty crisp. And I've played worse games that were flagged as completed games nowadays. So, I'm okay with that. Dark guards, alright. Losers. They smell like losers. Let's turn them into bone beasts. Okay. So, basic offense. Yes, please. Don't want to train this guy too much in magic.
Sorry.
I don't know why you're exactly doing this here, but
Because the tape was here.
tape is a
I
noisy.
leave for the other side.
That tape is a noisy bastard, isn't it? So I could trade creatures for money here. Interesting. I had no clue that such a mechanic existed. But altogether, I really feel like... Oh yeah, orcs, ranged units. Dang it. I really feel like the monsters could be stronger. Really feel like the monster faction here on the map is just... they're constantly avoiding conflict with me, you know? And that can't be good. That was a tape? I thought she was firing a cannon, yeah. Well, that's my home. My wife's firing with cannons at me. I'm just dodging that well. You guys just don't know. Marriage in a nutshell. Well, hey, Alpha Dash, welcome. Happy to see you, man. And yeah, Heroes of Might and Magic is also one of my all-time favorites, and therefore it's time to play it a little bit more, you know me? And we're doing some nice... I'm happy that this game is killing two birds with one stone. It's strategy and it's retro, and I wanted to have more retro on Tuesday, so, you know, it's exactly what I need. Here's another city, so we're going to pick that up. Cities are always an amazing advantage to have, even if you don't build any... Oh, look at that! They're not running away. Even if you are not planning to build anything there, holy crap, they're fast. The cities still provide a passive income bonus for you. That's just very useful, you know. Alright, scary little creatures, aren't they? No wonder that they aren't running away. I'm going to put the Grim Reapers in front of these, so we have a better chance of our ranged units taking another action. Okay. So I'm quite happy that they didn't go for my witchies. So who's acting? Ah, Blue Ghost Group. So gotta say the Grim Reapers turn out to be MVP here in this squad there. Yeah, I hear you, Faithless. I hear you. It shows that they are among the most powerful things the game has in store here. So, 2,800 XP. That's been also the biggest chunk of XP that we had so far. Magic resistance. Oh yeah, I'll take that. I love this. Magic resistance is always amazing, you know? You get you get a chance to resist spells, period. 100% negation. What's not to love about it, you know? If you ever manage to hit 100% magic resistance, you are not influenced by any spells whatsoever. And it's the place to be, you know? That's party time. That's as good as it can go. Of course, as far as I know, you cannot reach that point just with hero skills alone, but it still is pretty cool to have warrior heroes that have this skill set that allows you to dominate the enemy like that. And effectively downgrade the power of magic altogether in a nutty way. I'm so pissed, I want more heroes! Damn it. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure somebody will show up and explain why that's happening. One day sooner or later. So, not going to go too crazy about that. So, City Hall requires Mages Guild and Marketplace. So, what I'm doing now is I'm going to pump up the infrastructure for these buildings, for these cities, just to have the economic firepower, so to say. Troll hags, what's the deal with you guys? Oh damn, they can shoot. Oh shoot, they can shoot. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, well, look at that. Who's aiming at my night witches? Damn it. They even killed one of my witches. I am mad now. How dare they? It's forbidden, did you know? Man. Well. Such is life. It's my own fault if I pursue them and let them run. Would you like to recruit Leviathans? Yes, good sir. I would like to recruit a Leviathan. Stuff you would totally expect in a camp like that. In a tent camp. That's what I was trying to say, but my speech center was refusing. Still does so harshly. Okay, let's slap up the infrastructure there, because that's just the most important thing. And yeah. Let's see. Requires a blacksmith, and they require now the same infrastructure like the others do. That's okay. At least there's something to do with all the other resources that I got instead of just stacking them stupidly. Invest money to gain more money. That's a good way of spending money. So I'm broke. Damn it. So, well, all right. There we go. Did you go for that thing already? Yeah, you did. Yeah, so next playthrough we take we're going to make the monsters harder, okay? Feel like that would add in a lot here. Right now this run is suffering a lot from the monsters being no competition at all. Like, there's been only a couple of stacks that were really bad. Remember the marketplace? What should I remember there? I mean, I don't want to sell my resources there right now, before I have unlocked the buildings that I wanted to use. Right now, we are actually just waiting for gold at this pod. You know. And since I'm expanding all the other cities, I don't want to sell away the other resources. Capital can't be built more than once. This town is finished. Tend to use them for quick cash. Yeah, well, probably now it is an option because of the reason that they are not robbing me. But a moment before, it was absolutely not feasible, you know, because I didn't get any quotes that were fair. I do like to use the marketplace to finish one building that I couldn't finish in that day otherwise. But I rarely use it to recruit troops unless I'm really pressing the attack. Right now I'm mostly figuring out things again, you know. Oh, look at that. Orange player is moving forward. So, there we go. Slowly claiming all the area. Of course we want to engage them. We want more bone beasts. I mean, at the end of the day, I would be not engaging any ranged attackers anymore. As soon as I know which ones are ranged and which ones aren't, you know. Because I'm lacking that kind of knowledge right now. Okay, then. So, yeah. Working up those numbers in the background like crazy. So, City Hall, we're just lacking money for about 5,000 gold. Well, let's see. Nah, I don't want to sell away too many resources. Not interested. It's not that much of a pressing matter right now. So, wait a sec. First, build that city hall. Now we got a nice income all over the board. And, let's recruit more. Gotta say, these troops here are costly. This faction ain't cheap. But on the other hand, as far as I saw things, these creatures are kicking butt quite massively too. Well, basically, I would try to delete and reinstall. Maybe that'll work. So, Sprite Queens. What's the fuzz about you, fellas? 90 HP. Alright, I'm pretty strong. I know that this is no easy fight, and I probably would have been better off skimping out on that. But, you know. It's part of my exploration process. There we go. Let's see, where will they run in? Okay, they want my bone archers. Whatever. I actually don't see the bone archers as so crazy strong units. Let's go for wisdom. I think this is the last skill for this fella. Yep. So, he ain't going to be any form of spellcasting specialist ever, but he's going to be able to cast spells at least. So let's check out the orange guy there. So, oh, we don't get a proper readout about the matchup there. All right, that's fine. That's fine. So, I'd say this is now the point where I want to use the marketplace and give myself some money. Because I've built everything in the cities that I wanted to build. Don't want to go for troops that I cannot afford and stuff. But I want to recruit now the high-end creatures that I got there. So we're going to sell off as many resources as I can. Possibly stomach right now. I mean, there's 2 more Grim Reapers. Okay, so, well, it'd be another 6,800 bucks to recruit just those 2 golems, so we're going to head on off here, and you know, there's a war to be won, and I don't want to be too late to the party here. Has this map got level caps for the heroes? I have no clue, man. It ain't any campaign that limits these things, so probably not. So I bet that orange hero guy will pick up all the resources in the area, or he'll just go home. No, he just got reinforcements from his other dudes. That's what I bet is just happening there. So, oh yeah. Attack pulls onesies, I like that. Alright. Oh, there's another city that I didn't claim. Alright. Good stuff. I always hate it if I have to start on a environment that has harsh environmental movement costs. Treasure hunters were ranged units. I don't want to. Gilded Monkalai. No, alright. Poor suckers. So. Alright. They did resist the Reapers quite well, gotta say. So, advanced offense or advanced wisdom? Well, at this very point, I prefer offense because, you know, it's his strongest side. We want to strengthen the strengths, don't we? So, there we go. Let's see that orange hero. Hey, paper boy, welcome! Happy to see you, man. So I really got to see if I cannot fix that 2-hero issue too, because that really sucks. It's one of the worst things that could happen, because this game ain't made to be played with just 2 heroes. No, 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 no. Not at all. Alright, so we're transferring that the majority of that Doom stack over to Sylvanas. So he got himself a real army now. And here we go. And this fair career lady does her trip back home, all the way back there. All right, there we go. So, and now let's go invading the AI. I was waiting for that. But that's not going to happen on today's stream anymore. I'm going to shut down here, friends. It's been a good time. I hope you enjoyed yourselves as well. I hope I'll be able to fix that issue until the next time with the two-hero thing. And yeah, this is only the beginning. I love this whole game, you know me. And drop me a comment down below, leave me a thumbs up, and of course consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Like I said before, there is the download link for VCMI, the background which makes all that modding possible. And there's also Discord and Twitter if you want to catch the next stream live. And last but not least, there's PayPal and Patreon. And I'd be loving you to check it out because, you know, as a free content creator, I can use all the help that I can get. So, have a wonderful day, everybody, and see you next time.